There we go. Right. So today we got the Chiefs and we got the Chargers. It's gonna be the first team that I played, which is only defeated. That'd be big. But anyways, let's start this game up. And here it is. I'm eating Reese's Pieces right now. And that's good. Incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This is perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on E.
And then the crickets.
Sports.
Because for my birthday I got a pet dragon. I put 2 crickets in there. And he hasn't eaten yet. He's just chilling on his rock. Yeah, I move him because they're rolling the suit. I want them in the suit.
Dignity Health Sports Park in Southern California. As we welcome in our guys, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, under hazy, overcast LA skies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight
quarterback. Is coming out for the first start. First
and how the game flows through him. If he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Well, we see Phillip Rivers come out here, but it's starting to sound more and more like he will not be the Chargers starting quarterback when they open their new stadium later this fall. Reports starting to surface that L.A. has moved on. In fact, Rivers and his family, they recently moved away from their home in San Diego, Charles.
Yeah, they moved to a spot in Florida, but that's not very far from Alabama where he grew up. So that's just really positioning his family to be closer to other family. We'll wait and see how this plays out. You're exactly right. It seems like it's headed in that direction.
First play.
But we don't know that yet.
Maybe touch him.
Because big-time quarterbacks are at a premium in the NFL.
There's no like a Broncos home first play.
If anyone can bounce back from a rough year and be better than next year,
negative 2 yards.
You think it'd be Phillip Rivers? Especially the way that he burns to play and still has not won a Super Bowl.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the
have such a good blitz.
I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Rivers gets it to
There's no way. There's no way. Second play, touchdown.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And this
it's not a touchdown. That's 63 yards.
Deep down in KC territory.
He's just slow.
Big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams
Hunter Henry almost caught up to you. He's 10 and you're running back. How do you not outrun those guys?
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the red zone now, Rivers. He completes it to Henry.
Just 3 yards.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is.
We'll let the Chargers flex with their offensive line.
And the offensive starters here for
Just show their
Los
receivers.
Angeles.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Come on.
He was looking for
Show
his
their
tight
defense
end,
now.
Hunter Henry.
Yes, it is.
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Rank
And
Clark,
let's
that's
take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Tyrann Mathieu's instincts as a defensive back, I believe, are second to none. And that allows him to play all over the secondary.
No.
He can line up as an outside corner, inside in the slot, and that's difficult to do because you get so much traffic in there. And then, of course, they can also move him back as a safety. Anywhere you put him, though, you know
there's another one running around, too.
So the failure. Some staring up here at a
that one, then there's one I think that ran the rock.
Now Rivers. That's complete. It's Gordon. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're getting him involved.
No, he's.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area.
Nope.
They want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing
He's about
game.
to.
But they must like the matchups they're getting.
No.
So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Okay.
Badgley's kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
That's a group chat.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Kansas City Chiefs and their Super Bowl winning quarterback, the MVP of the game, Patrick Mahomes. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions in that contest. I'll say this, when he threw the 2nd interception and they were down 10, and that was a bad pass, I thought, boy, this is going to end ugly for Kansas City and Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, not the group chat.
It's amazing what he gets done given opportunities. And you're right, that 2nd interception, the first interception was on him because he never saw the defender, Fred Warner. Throws it right into his breadbasket. The 2nd one behind Tyreek Hill. It pops in the air, and Tavarius Moore comes up with the interception. But he also had a rushing touchdown, all right? And he is now 5-0 this season. When his team's down double digits,
he's going to be a big person in this game.
back to win. So there's something about if you leave it laying out there for him, this kid has a way of bringing his team back, and he did it again on the biggest stage. 24 years old, now the youngest ever to be a league MVP, 2018 season, and a Super Bowl MVP, 2019 season in the Super Bowl.
And he's 24.
The group chat.
Wow.
Yeah, say that again.
Yeah, what have we done with our lives?
Yeah, I think he should retire. What is there left to do?
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Mahomes. It's Williams on the catch. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. With that, let's take a look here at the Charger defense.
It's real easy to talk about Thomas Davis coming back from multiple knee injuries, but he wants his play on the field to be the story.
Did I just remake the group chat? Dylan.
Yellow.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams.
Oh, come on.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill.
Oh,
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Alright, I can never find a snap.
On second down now, it's Williams.
Get him.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl, 17 carries, over 100 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game?
I wasn't sure that we would see that type of a game, but I knew he would be a part of their offense in terms of trying to break down what San Francisco does, that he would get the bulk of carries. On the ground and a touchdown? Probably not. Did I see him catching one as well, 133 yards total offense? Probably not. But give him his due, because now, in his postseason career, which is 6 games, 5 of them with Kansas City, 1 with Miami, he scored 11 touchdowns.
Wow.
So on the big stage, the big lights, he produces, and he actually won the battle between undrafted free agent running backs, because his total versus Raheem Mostert, who ran for, I believe, 58 yards and a touchdown for San Francisco, advantage Kansas City, advantage Damian Williams.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. As the Chargers come back out here offensively, you think about what happened this past season, and look, the only word to describe it, really disappointing. This was a team that finished 12-4 last year, won a wild card game, expected to be contenders in the AFC West, if not the AFC period. But they start 2-5, Charles. And 5-11 all told. That really threw cold water on any ambitions they may have had.
And how many times does it feel like we've seen the Chargers start 2-5, but have a big finish and are contenders for a playoff spot, if not getting into them? So to me, the big story was they didn't close like they normally do. The 2-5 start actually led the way to a true 5-11 season. Very unusual for them. And now let's move it forward. Going into a new stadium next year. Have to sell tickets. Will Phillip Rivers still be their quarterback? That's the biggest question coming out of Charger land. They have committed to Anthony Lynn as their head coach. But will they have a new guy on the field calling plays next year? And right now, there's a certain free agent back in New England that people are talking about possibly migrating south.
That's what's interesting. What's been stable in the league is a few of these quarterbacks at spots, like Breeze down in New Orleans, Brady in New England, and Rivers with the Chargers. That could all be shaken up a little bit.
It certainly can, and let me correct my geography, migrating west, because when I say south, the people in Tennessee get excited about number 12 possibly headed their way.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
180! 180! Watch the curl! Watch the curl!
First down, Rivers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Virgil Green is tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
380! 380! Hey!
On third down, Rivers. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Let's dive a little deeper into Kansas City's Super Bowl title as their offense comes back out here, CD. First title in 50 years. Last one, the 1969 season. And, of course, a lot of talk about it being Andy Reid's first title. Well-deserved for him.
And how about the way that this team wins games on offense? So much motion, so much variety. You know, anyone can touch the football and make a big play. It actually is a nod to the team that won the Super Bowl after the 69 season. There was a lot of that in that offense. And who could ever forget then head coach Hank Graham on the sidelines. 65, toss, power, trap. This could break, boys. This could break. In this game, you're going to hear a play called WASP. And that was the big throw on 3rd and 15 from Patrick Mahomes to Tyreek Hill. And that helped break things open for Kansas City.
Good stuff. And for Andy Reid, he had the most wins for a coach prior to getting his first Super Bowl. That victory was his 221st, no doubt his sweetest. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. On the counter, here's Williams. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
First carry for the ex-Utah State Aggie, Darwin Thompson. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake.
Came back just to see a sack. What did I see? It was just a dropped pass. Oh, no, it was a sack. Oh, it's 3-0-6 now. What did I miss?
So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This from 54 yards away. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about 3 points. Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now Rivers. It's complete to Williams.
Can you imagine? Broke that one tackle. I got the block.
Just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
After this, I'll probably play some before try to get one of those videos
on play action, Rivers.
Throw it.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
That complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
I wonder if this got like a big play again. Oh, they did get another big play.
To the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third
They
down.
had like a 30-yard catch.
Defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was close.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Frank Clark able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Alright, they better just like file this thing, man. Field goal kick.
Fourth down and on is Ty Long to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City.
This is probably a good area for a punt. Nope.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker.
How did they not score on that drive?
I'm sure they
They've had some two great passes that were like
closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing now is Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like
I got excited for a second. I thought there was supposed to be a fumble. Cover right there.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
We don't really need to watch this anymore.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
All right. Oh, no, it's pass. They do that. Oh, no, something to do.
Williams. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what?
I mean, they could easily do that versus like Tyreek Hill and doing that.
They have to throw it all the time.
One of the plays I used to always do when I played as Chiefs in
other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Mahomes now to throw. And going deep for it. Got his man complete.
That play. That's the play I like to do. Actually, I don't think it was that. They usually have a wide receiver out there with them.
Mahomes finding Hill.
And they're supposed to. That's
play. 42 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. 6-0
50-yard catch. He has that thing. His power move is stupid. I mean, how he gets it. All he needs to do is throw a bomb. And he gets it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It should probably be like a counter. I'd make that a good counter.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
No, please don't tell me they're about to again miss another field goal. Actually, wow, I don't think miss another field goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Chargers to win this.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Yeah, 2 for 4 is not that good.
Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And no,
Please don't tell me this is what I think it is.
Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on
You
line,
idiot.
but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
I know this one.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. A quick throw out wide caught by
19.
Robinson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey.
What?
Touchdown,
That was a great catch, man.
Travis Kelsey there to make
I'm not even mad at that. That was a great catch.
His guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish type matchups on the other side.
Look at that catch.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover him.
Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
Just because that stupid penalty probably lost them the game. I'm calling it. Calling it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it to the 29-yard line. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon.
Keep on going.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
2.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Rivers on the money, complete.
Please don't run this, just pass it.
Completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Throwing Rivers, and it's complete. Henry, and he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Black 15! Here we go,
Run.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he still has yet
Austin
to get
Eckler,
on
dude.
track in this
Austin Eckler's
first
a
half,
beast.
as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw.
That's the jukes I'm looking for. That's the jukes I'm looking for.
That one, and a Charger 1st.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit, because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Oh, my bad, guys.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ooh. Pass.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
9 yards, that's it. Actually, wait, I'm an idiot. Can't answer that. I don't know.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Play action now. Rivers.
You idiot.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Rivers completes it to Benjamin. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted.
You idiot.
Darren Lee picks it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30.
Catch him.
Past the 20.
Catch him.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Both of their touchdowns are both
Butker
Chargers
the extra
faults.
point.
The field goal penalty.
And it's up.
6.
It's good. Our score 14-6. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Imagine. It'd be like 0. It'd be 0-6 right now. Well, 0-13. If they didn't get the field goal block and then throw pick 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
They've redeemed
This one
themselves.
fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Messed up big time. I'll be right back, guys.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. They've got to find a way to get him more involved in this game plan. Down here in the second quarter, he doesn't even have a catch.
And don't think they're not hearing about it in the huddle and on the sidelines. And we often think of wide receivers at times being disruptive. It's just that they know their talents and they know the type of plays they can make, and they can make big ones. They want the ball to help their team.
Yeah, you got to think he's going to want the ball more. One target, no catches. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Back to it after the pick six. Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll try the right side this time, here with Gordon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rivers gets it to Gordon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A toss play, Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Play fake, Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
180, black 11. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Behind. Check 59. Ground.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Rivers to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that'll get the lead down to 5. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Damian Williams and the Chiefs ready to begin their next drive. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Yellow, I've got blue lane. It's a party now. It's a party now.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Yellow.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Butker able to put this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half. and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Williams. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man here, Neil Sterling, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Mahomes now still just the one incompletion. 16 of 17. It's first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jerry Tillery able to get him for a loss of about 3. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. They're doing a really nice job, but when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Mahomes to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. They'll run it with Williams. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Williams. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive. And normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Now,
they're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put
super
something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Are you just gonna
try and get things kick-started for them? And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10.
On this drive, stop in the next drive.
Whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
I mean, if they want to get the lead.
Now a play fake here on first down. Here's Benjamin with a catch.
They need to do more of those passes.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Secretary 90, Black 15.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Throws right side, and that's complete.
Even they get a field goal, and then feel like he's touchdown 2
so it'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Yeah, I love it.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. For the end zone. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown.
That's what we were looking for, too.
Mike Williams, 29 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. Rivers again. Under pressure now, he's going to go down.
Pressure, go for the field.
Sack back around the 8.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3.
Damn, he's trying to...
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And down he goes at the 49. A 3-yard
Dude, they
pickup.
stopped missing like 1 or 2 of their first block. Tackles. They've been doing a lot better. They've been tackling him. This would be 2nd and 9 right now. He had him right there, but then he just didn't get tackled.
And open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. Pitch and catch.
Look at that, look.
Travis Kelce.
He had 2 yards.
Gain there following the
1 yard.
3-yard pickup on 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Calling a gain of 7, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And again, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Robinson. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 18. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now it's Mahomes again. He's got it to Williams.
Imagine missing 2 blocks.
One tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Butker's kick here is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
So 5, they need 8, just tie up.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Working out of the gun, Rivers.
What are you doing, dude? Come on.
He goes down. Frank Clark able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's 84 in there.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, Rivers. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back.
It needs to be like,
but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers.
Throw it.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Frank Clark. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Alright, so apparently it's too cold for my beard dragon. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn this light off.
Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. They begin the drive with Williams. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's sad to watch.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Now this is an example of
don't you better not go in there.
Because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone.
Oh, my God.
This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
That's like,
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally, you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Phillip Rivers and his Chargers about ready to take over again. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive. Throwing, Rivers. Benjamin's got it. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Gordon. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Rivers out quickly here to Allen. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers caught by Allen. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Rivers. Got a man. It's complete. Williams.
Let's go.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Rivers now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
86.
Rivers now from the 50. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Frank Clark, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 16. Play action now. Rivers. And Allen's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Rivers with a 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. He's got Allen. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I enjoy that.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. To the air again here, Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Rivers to Benjamin. Good for the Charger first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Hey, bro, 80s. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check that.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. That time Juan Thornhill, the rookie from Virginia, batting it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for.
All right, so we're going to do.
For it there. Nice effort to knock down, but away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, but now it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now, but it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On 3rd down, Rivers gets it to Gordon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They run it here with Gordon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Dude, are they actually going for the... no, they're going for it. I was about to say they're going for it.
Trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now Rivers on 4th down. And he's got it. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
And now here comes Kansas City. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On first down, Williams.
Yes.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And Charles, at some point,
now if they get touched on the
big play, can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. On the return, it's King. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Rivers. Able to get this to Gordon. Wiggles free, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Rivers completes it to Benjamin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Rivers on first down. And lucky to get away with one there.
Yo, if they caught that, that'd be nice.
Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. Throwing again. Rivers for Keenan Allen. That's complete.
You idiot. You idiot.
He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
as they get set to take over. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Sammy Watkins the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask.
Why are you grabbing by the face mask? You
This
idiot.
is going to get him a 1st down.
Defense.
I need Chargers to win.
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Then you gotta stop, and all they're doing is killing them.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 35 on 2nd down, Mahomes, open man is Hill, he's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, Mahomes. It's complete to Williams. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Just like that.
Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said hello.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and he's got daylight.
Yes. Oh,
It's
my
a foot
God.
race. He's at the 40. 20,
That's a touchdown too, right?
10, and he's into the end zone. The Chargers
Yes.
touchdown.
Now they got the lead. That's what I needed. Just watching TikTok and all I see is boom.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
That was just amazing. I'm gonna mute my mic again and watch more TikTok.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
Well, look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
This has 7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game,
that was a catch.
Fourth quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
About to find out. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a
timeout
in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Williams. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Williams. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete here, it's Hyde. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Watkins alone on the left side. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Touchdown. Travis Kelsey, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Shotgun snap to Mahomes, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Phillip Rivers now gears up to lead the offense on the field. Well, the situation very simple here. Late game, down 7. They've got to get it in the end zone.
And the best players know how to be calm in these situations because you know right now his pulse is like a jackhammer. So how does he rein it in, make sure the team has a little bit of calm, coupled with that sense of urgency? He's got to walk that line a little bit, but get it downfield in order to score, and then put the pressure on the guy who kicks the ball because he could tie the game.
It's been a fun game. It all comes down to this. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rivers throw into the hands of Gordon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. They'll look to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there. From him, he's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Now Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Rivers to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Back to throw. Gets it to Gordon. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 10, and this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Good job, team. I saw that from away. How, like, you guys suck. There's still a chance. I need 6. No, there's always a chance anything can happen.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball.
They had a really bad offense. This Chargers did bad.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base.
Ooh.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Defense.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One last shot now for Rivers. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.
Tough game to watch. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna be doing another one of these. Cause why not? And yeah, well, yeah, it's gonna be a surprise by next video. See you guys.